Hello. Miranda, are you okay?
Hello.
Do you need a second?
I think I need a moment. As listeners know, we record on Tuesday nights, and so we had a 30-minute break between Close Friends and regular, and I was watching Dancing with the Stars, and they let me into the room, and I was sobbing fully. From the football player made me cry. I don't know. It's always the ones you don't expect.
It's you don't expect, and there's something about like it might feel like silly to them, but they're like, no, this is our dedicate. It means something.
It means something.
It means something to them. To you.
And if it doesn't, actually, the editing really makes it seem that way. And I
support the arts.
Yes. It's STEAM, honey. STEAM for a reason. Have you seen all the TikToks of Ezra because he got that tattoo?
Yeah,
and said nothing.
So fun. Honestly, an iconic move to get that quote as a tattoo.
Right? He's like, this will never happen to me ever again unless they like make him dance with Ivanka Trump next year or whatever.
Right?
Oh God. Whoever they're gonna have
do that to him again.
No. Well, how's everyone doing? Did everyone read the group chat?
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the most thrilling podcast of your week. Did you read the group chat?
Did
anyone read the group chat?
Is anyone in the group chat?
Is it?
Hey, the group chat giveth sometimes, and sometimes that is Wicked Stanley tumblers.
Okay.
Our Iowa girlie saved the day.
Yes.
Okay.
Miranda, you got to give us this harrowing tale.
So
she beat up 12 people.
A brand new Target. A brand new Target grand opening was this weekend. Mm-hmm. Granted, it did soft open last week. So I did go. It's fine. It's very large, but it's essentially the same. It doesn't have like, there's a specific cottage cheese with like pineapple that I get that they don't have. So I was like, I don't know. But it's truly 4 minutes away from my house, which is iconic. And so it was a grand opening. And I was like, oh, I'll go to the store on grand opening. How fun. First of all, it was so strange. There was like a family giving out Marco's pizza slices. Like they had like a stack of like...
Because it was just like tailgating and they were like, hey guys, congrats on the Target.
First I didn't see the family and I just see like this card table with like 10 pizza boxes. And I was like, are they letting these people just like go up and take pizza out of this
at
box?
9 in the morning?
No, we went at like 11. But it was very strange. And then I was walking around and I was like, oh, I wonder if I was like, gosh, it's already 11 o'clock. If they had the Wicked Stanleys at this grand opening.
They gotta be gone.
They're gone for sure. But again, with the new Target, I don't know where anything
is. Yeah.
Like typically homewares is typically by like, at least the sports, it's like sports into homewares. This one was not. So I was like, I don't know. And so I'm texting the group chat and I was like, if I were at Target, where would this
Where
be?
shall I be? Yes.
And Brandon in the Austin office was like, hey, I saw it at this Target location, which is the one like the furthest away on the other side of the city, like another suburb closer to Chicago, like on my way to Chicago situation. And I was like, oh, that's too far away. And I looked it up and this brand new Target, it said not sold in store. Why would a brand new Target not get this iconic drop that everybody was so excited about? Why would they not get it? I don't know. I was pissed. And so, and I was like, oh, and Brandon was like, I was looking, they're all sold out online. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we had lunch plans. And I was like, geez, just like on the way to this lunch restaurant, there is a Target. Can we just like stop by? I'm just going to pop in. I'm just going to pop in. I'm just going to see. So I go into this Target and there was like nobody there. It was ghost town.
They were all at the new Target. They were too busy.
They were all at the new Target. And like, this is one I like definitely don't go in. And if I go to this one, I do not go alone because I was like, somebody will follow me around the store and abduct me in the parking lot. Like it's like one of those.
One of the spooky Targets.
One of the spooky ones. And she's a beige Target now. They're making some of the Targets like Vanilla Mom, Beige Mom.
Why can't we have fun anymore?
So
God,
what happened to fun?
So I
what
go
happened
in,
to Fun Target?
and I'm
Neon.
I'm just gonna look. And Jace came in with me, and I see he actually spotted it. He goes, "I think I see them right there," and they were just on a little cap end. And I go, and they had 4 40-ounce Elphaba, no 40-ounce Glinda, and then they had 2 20-ounce Glinda, and then like 6 20-ounce Elphaba. I'm texting the group chat. I'm like, they have them. And then I'm getting like, can you get me? Can you get me? And I'm like, yes, okay. I lost service completely.
This is why it's a spooky target.
It's spooky target. I'm like, yeah, that's why they're like, cut off the service in the middle so nobody can ask us for help.
Yes.
We're following them. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. And then I was like, do I even need this? Like, I don't even want this. But again, I love the thrill of the hunt. So when I found them, I'm like, well, I now need them. So I grabbed 2 40-ounce Elphabas, and then I grabbed a 20-ounce Glinda and a 20-ounce Elphaba. And I just had them in my cart. Casey comes in. She goes, grab me Elphaba. I was like, okay, I got it. I thought she meant 40-ounce. And so I was like, okay, got it. Brandon is not responding to me. And I'm like, I know that this man wants one of these, but I could not get it. I step away. And
I'm reading it in real time. I'm reading this.
And this boy comes up to me, this little boy, and he goes, excuse me, where'd you find those cups? Babe, we are literally standing in front of the display. I go, right here, babe.
You're a better person than I. I would have said other side of the store.
Over there.
They're gone.
Camping goods.
Camping goods.
I was like, right here, babe. I go, literally right in front of your eyes. And he was like, oh, haha. And then he was like, oh, my sister's in. Oh, for sure.
Yes, Adam. It was a baby Adam.
Yeah.
Gen Z Adam.
And
so
like,
Adam.
My sister's in Chicago, and they only got the pink ones in. First of all, I was like, that's Glinda, you disrespectful
the
son
pink
of a
one.
bitch.
They only had the pink one.
They only had the pink
They
one.
only had the girly one.
And then he goes up and grabs.
I wouldn't want that.
As I'm waiting for the response, he goes up and grabs the remaining 2 Elphaba 40s.
The big
and
ones.
I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I lost Jace at this point because he is like, will you just make up your mind? And I was like, I'm waiting for a text. So I run to the front of the store.
Because there was no returns?
There are returns, but I don't know. Like, I'm not about to fill my basket with, and there was a limit.
There's a limit. Yeah, the sign
however many. Then finally, Brandon was like, I want the mini Elfie. And I was like, oh, wait. And Casey was like, I do too. And I was like, oh, thank God. So I went back. I secured the goods.
How many ounces is the mini?
20.
Just a sensible 20. Oh, there she is.
She's so cute.
So I myself, right now, I've only opened the 20-ounce Elphaba. Here she is. She's so cute. We've got the ombre.
Is that chistery? Chistery's on the back?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You
don't even know.
The flying monkey?
Whatever.
I mean, my God.
What are they called?
Jesus.
I don't know.
The pink one.
The pink one. And so I also got Glinda for myself. I haven't opened her yet, but I was like, oh, like whatever mood I'm in, you know what I mean? Maybe I want that. But I still also have a 40-ounce Elphaba that I will most likely return. Also, I went to the doctor today, and it was by another Target, and the girl who was taking my blood and bruised the fucking shit out of me.
Had one?
No, she said something about it, and she goes, oh, yeah, I was just there like 20 minutes ago. They have a bunch of Glinda 40-ounce. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I don't need, like, no, I'm not going to get this. But if any listeners
need I did
40-ounce Elphaba before I return it.
I cleaned them out.
Let me know. But yeah, so I went and secured the goods. I just it's so exciting for me. I wasn't even expecting to do that. And it was fun.
The thrill of the hunt.
The thrill of the birds.
Like, when it's just in front of you, when you didn't have to wait in a line or anything, it's like...
Yeah.
When you didn't have to run in like the Starbucks Stanleys and the girlies were like fighting over them.
I mean, people were rope dropping missed targets. There are TikToks.
They were in line.
People were camping out front for the Elphaba Glinda Stanleys.
Yeah, they're going for about $100 on eBay.
That is
like after fees and stuff, you'd probably make $25,
$30, 25, 30.
God, I don't know.
It's like sometimes it's like I don't know if it's worth it. I think if you had the box, like the shipping box, it would be worth it because then it's easy to ship it out.
Right.
Because
or if you just had a pallet of them, yeah,
if you had a full pallet of them, you just
then just fly over to Sydney and just start selling them.
Yes,
absolutely.
The Wicked pop-up in Sydney, Australia.
No, so it's fine. They're cute. Yeah, I don't have a 20-ounce.
Didn't even know that.
No handle.
No handle.
Handleless girl.
And also today I did fill it up fully with ice and water, and it literally just fell out of my hand and fell onto the ground and went truly everywhere. So the no handle may be an issue for me.
Wait, because you were not holding? Like, I don't understand.
I don't Adam makes you
Did you not? Was it not captured in your cameras?
It was like a.
Can Jace
fell out of my hand.
Was it caught in your camera? Was it caught in your?
I don't know if I can get my
doggy camera,
my fridge from all the way. I can try and pull the footage. And
I think you just see a quick "I Love Lucy" bit happening in the kitchen over there.
Oh, I don't think you can. It's like the top of the.
You gotta move the camera.
I gotta move the camera. Seeing the dog on the ground.
Yeah, we know where Winnie's gonna be, girl. She never goes anywhere. She's in 3 spots in the house.
I don't know where
I came home today and Cupcake was in the exact same spot I left her when I left this morning in bed. And Joe's been working from home, and I was like, "Did she move?" And he's like, "Yes, she moved today." I'm like, "Okay, I'm just making sure," because I come home and she like peeks up from like her little spot in my bed. I'm like,
"Well,
just rubbing it in my face."
This weekend, Adam and Friedrich were spending some quality time in the living room, and Friedrich was shivering because it was so cold. It's so cold.
It was so cold.
So cold. Oh, I know it's like winter now.
I know. It was hailing today, Diva.
Yeah, you were getting some rain. Al Roker told me.
Yeah. My buddy Al.
Al, not Paige.
Who?
No, not Paige.
Dylan?
Z? No,
Ginger?
Ginger Z.
Ginger Spice?
Ginger Z.
From GMA.
We have alum.
We have a cold front coming to Austin only for the next 2 days.
Keep your pipes running, Diva.
Yeah, tomorrow the high is 76.
Oh my God, Gracie, I'm so worried for you.
Low of 48.
You got the high today was 56.
High today was 50 here in Chicago.
Like,
50.
Listen, I'm not bragging. I'm literally being like,
I'm worried.
Is the best we got. We got 79 on Thursday, low of 53, and then we go back to the 80s, and then we get into the 90s next week again.
Wow,
great!
So it sucks here.
It sucks.
So I'm gonna enjoy the next 2 days.
Yeah.
Our high today was actually 48. That was the highest we got today.
That's
in the
crazy.
City.
Yeah, the rain was so crazy. It was.
I'm surprised
very
it didn't
cold.
snow.
Girl.
You probably got some frosted flakes.
Yeah, there were some frosted flakes up above,
high up in the Sears Tower.
That
wasn't a joke.
RJ saw a giraffe this weekend.
I did see a giraffe this weekend at Gobert's Farms Apple and Pumpkin Orchard Patch Orchard.
I saw your apple orchard adventure. What did you pick? What apples did you select?
Yeah, what kind of apples?
So I did some ambrosia. I did some Aztec Fuji.
Gala.
Fuji is like early right now, so they were like, so they only had like 1 or 2. Some Jonathan apples and some Macound, which is a hybrid of a Macintosh with something. Adam wanted Macintosh, but they were cleared out, girl.
They're a September apple.
They're a September apple, so like they were all gone. Lots of Honeycrisp, but I was like, I can get Honeycrisp at fucking Trader Joe's. So I was like, I want to get something that like is unique.
What is your favorite apple type?
Honeycrisp. but I wanted to try. I was really excited for the ambrosia ones because the guy when we first of all I don't know if you've ever been to one, but there's a big gold tractor that pulls like these two giant like livestock cars basically where everyone sits because they drive you to
part of
the
hay
apple
ride.
orchard.
Yes,
love that.
So I sat in there, and then when we got off, they had this big map, and then they sell it by the bags. You fill up a size bag as opposed to like weighing them. And so we were like, well, what do you love at this time of the year? And they were like, and he was like, I love the ambrosia apples. There were like no sour apple, like none of the green apples they were all gone. Like no Granny Smith, no Golden Delicious. They were gone, divas. But it was like it was so wide.
I'll go get it. We have so many apples. I might as well go eat one.
Yeah. What's a bag of apples run you?
Yeah.
Dang it. Stop. Frigicus is chewing on a Kleenex.
Yeah, what did your Sacco apps cost?
Yeah.
I filled out 2 small bags.
Get on the couch.
I don't remember how much they were. Please ignore the
commentary.
Please ignore the parenting that's happening backstage. I don't remember how the small bags were, but the big bag was like 19 or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm assuming the small bag was probably like 11 or 12 maybe. And I filled them up. We probably got like 2 dozen apples.
Wow.
And so I'm going to make some homemade apple sauce. I bought some puff pastry, so I'm going to make some homemade apple pie pockets. Like
cute.
Like the golden arches.
Like a turnover.
Like a turnover. Yeah. Adam's taking a bite of one. One magic wishing apple.
Apple? Is
Apple?
I'm a gala apple girl.
Gala girly.
I think this is ambrosia. This is good.
Yeah, the ambrosias are like just the perfect amount of sweet and tat.
I don't like green apples.
I like a room temp apple, guys. Room temp apples where it's at.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
I need it cold, so it's got to suck it in.
No.
Yeah.
Crisp.
You guys are crazy.
You're crazy.
No. Listen.
You're crazy.
No. Too cold and it starts to lose flavor. It's like strawberries. Strawberries have to sit out for like an hour before you actually eat them. You can't eat them straight from the fridge.
Watch me.
Yeah.
Straight from.
Watch me.
I will eat
so good.
peaches room temp.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
The flesh of this apple is so... It almost is verging on. It's like heading into pear territory.
Oh,
how it's kind of like
soft in that way.
Really soft, yeah.
But see, I love a crispy apple.
I love a cold, crispy apple.
So I want to make sure I'm ready to hear.
I swear to God, listeners will unsubscribe.
Even from the free feed.
Oh no! The free feed. They'll be like, "Get me out of here!" They'll block us.
That's why I like the Honeycrisp, because I feel like a Honeycrisp does have a good like.
I do like Honeycrisp as well.
Crispy chomp. Mm-hmm. There was one hybrid.
Where was the Honeycrisp apple developed?
The University of Minnesota.
Correct.
Really?
There was a hybrid called Candy Crisp, and mama, those trees were bald, honey.
We have viewers. May I say hello to some viewers?
Yes, absolutely.
My little girly pops. Hi, Elsie and Sophie.
Cute.
Hi,
Watch your language, Adam.
Watch your language, Adam.
Watch your language, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about apples. I've never actually gone apple picking.
It was, what? It was really fun.
But you've gone pumpkin picking.
Yes, just
you've
one.
gone to a pumpkin patch.
I don't have to do that anymore. There is a person in a nearby neighborhood that has a truck just full of like unique, really cool pumpkins, and you just go pick them out and then like Venmo him.
But so you just use them to decorate? You just carve them, or do people make stuff?
No, they're colorful.
They're just sitting there
and sitting on my front steps.
Mm-hmm. Decor.
Decor.
I thought you were gonna say.
carve pumpkins.
I thought they were gonna.
RJ, have you ever
carved
made a
pumpkin?
jack-o'-lantern?
I'm sure I have, like in
Oh,
8th
why?
grade. I don't know.
I bet you haven't.
I don't think you have.
We weren't carvers. We were painters. We
Oh, boo!
I'm
Boo.
sorry.
That's for
Boo,
eggs.
Flop City. That's eggs.
That's eggs.
Excuse me?
That's eggs.
I would choose my character and we would paint.
There was
I
one
would
year
never
where
paint
we
the
did
character.
Sharpies. We Sharpied our pumpkins.
Oh.
It was like thick.
How is that
Sharpie.
better than paint?
It wasn't.
It's not.
It was
Okay.
also
worse.
shitty.
It was also
bad. It was
oh.
also bad. It
Ow.
was also bad.
I got a text that says,
Sorry.
"Don't worry about the language; they like it." You know.
Oh, no.
Keep-
Oh, they like it. They're nutty girls.
But
But no,
I don't.
it was fun. That I was like, oh, if my family was visiting during the fall, I would 100% take them there because like
Joy
it
would
gives
love
you,
that.
yeah, it gives you
pumpkin
obviously.
right here.
Oh, it gives you like it's kind of like a mini fair, right? Because they have the stalls, they have the like kettle corn, they have the fresh lemonade.
They have
Fall
the apple cider
festival.
donuts.
Festival, yes, they've got the apple
Kettle
cider
corn.
donuts.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Adam
you
had
to
some
bring
this
that kettle
morning.
corn.
You had some apple cider donuts this morning, didn't you?
Yesterday.
Eat them? Oh, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Actually, I am remembering. No, there is a moment in my life where I remember. I think I went apple picking with my old college roommates. I just think I blocked that out in my brain, but I'm now remembering.
Which year?
feel-
Which year?
I think it was senior year.
Oh,
I'm
the
scrolling
Batches or whatever. What do you guys called yourselves?
back. Let's be honest. No,
I
Adam and
feel
were
like that's
the
a
bit
very Midwest thing because
yeah.
there's no apples here to pick.
Well, there ain't nothing to pick down
There ain't no
here.
We do have pumpkin patches, and like I keep getting served ads for this like Instagram. You know, it's all about the Instagram worthy pumpkin patch. You know, like
yes.
here's the house filled with pumpkins that you can stand in
Mhm.
front of. Which I keep looking. I'm like, this looks good. I know it's probably bad, but looks kind of good.
Looks kind of good. There are a lot of scarecrows, like of all shapes, sizes, decorations, bride and groom.
This photo on Instagram was liked by 2 people. Okay.
Oh, this was when you went back
Adam.
to your. Wait, hold on. Let me zoom this in.
Well, liked by Adam.
Adam, liked by
Wow.
Adam. 2
Likes
likes.
by Adam.
2
I think
likes.
this is another.
Who is that?
Who's the other like?
Who's the other?
This one had 4 likes and a comment. From Adam 624 weeks ago. I said the caption was corn maze, and Adam says more like corn maze. Am I right? Like the
Oh, maze.
spelling of maze.
MAIZE.
Yes, and you spelled "Am I
Wow.
right?" MIRITE.
R.I.T.
Amirite.
as one word.
Amirite.
One word.
Wow.
625 weeks ago.
Wow.
Wow, that just
Wow.
makes
You
me
were
wanna
giving out
simply
those
pass
bangers
away.
back then.
For free,
For
honey.
free.
free.
I wasn't even charging a Patreon fee for these bangers back then.
Wow.
Crazy to imagine. Really, it just shows how hard the economy is now.
Look
I
at
found
where
out-
you
I found
are.
out who the other like was.
Why did Adam send
Write
us
it
a
down in the
photo
private chat,
of a
please.
child?
Okay, so RJ, please share on our screen to the viewers.
That's what I figured. Yes, Adam.
Please share the photo that I just sent to the group chat.
Yeah.
Not that one, the other
Oh,
chat.
this one. Oh. Who's she?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Who's she?
wondering.
Are you sharing it?
Wait, hold on. I have to open it in. I don't want to share the group chat. I gotta share.
Yeah, don't
preview.
share it.
Yeah, don't share it.
Go ahead and take your time.
It takes
Yeah,
a while,
please.
Adam.
Take your
You
time.
should watch Adam try to share the screen and showgaze.
I edit it all. That's why we don't. That's why we don't run it live, girl.
Yeah, that's what editing is for. Is this coming? Okay, here.
This
am I
is a
looking at?
photo of a pumpkin patch.
Correct.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
in the United Kingdom.
Oh, baby.
So United Kingdom famously, obviously, Halloween is a very American holiday that other countries have started doing more and more, what with, the soft power of America and American imperialism around the world. Also, pumpkin patches and things of that ilk are very American as well. In the kind of grandeur of there's a hay ride, there's hay bales, there's scarecrows, the whole kit and caboodle, right?
Yeah.
So this woman has a viral tweet. I don't know who this child is. There are currently 6.9 million views of this tweet on Twitter. And her caption is, "Pumpkin picking is the biggest scam going. Discovered last year, it's just a load of pumpkins from Aldi chucked on a muddy field for 10 times the price. Never again." And every American in the comments is like, this can't be what passes for pumpkin picking in the United Kingdom. Where's the hay? Where's the scarecrows? Where's an apple cider? Like, none of it, right? Nothing's going on. It's literally pumpkins and mud.
A lot of mud.
Is there a dearth of depression in the United Kingdom? Because my God, why does living here somehow never look fun?
Yeah.
What's going on?
And they're like the ugliest pumpkins I've ever seen.
I know.
Right.
They're
Like, if
horrendous.
you guys handpick these from Aldi, then why didn't you pick a good one?
Pick the good ones. The
Spray
only
them down, hose them down.
place in the United States where like this type of pumpkin picking would be acceptable is like if you are straight up going to like a pumpkin farm, like
Right.
where they're like, I'm not giving you the fancy bells and whistles of a hayride and whatever.
Even if you go to Florida and you go pumpkin picking in Florida, which famously does not naturally grow pumpkins. You cannot grow pumpkins in Florida. They will plant watermelon seeds, so they're at least the vines.
The vines, correct.
And then it looks like you're still getting pumpkins from the vine. What are we doing here? This is RJ's about to share a picture, and this is what we should be. This is what I need to see more of.
Yes, I need to block out the people's faces real quick. So
I need to see the ball pit of corn seeds. You know what I'm talking about? It's like they have the kids all play in like a pool filled with like corn kernels. That's a thing. That's a thing here.
God, I'm sorry. It's about to happen to me again.
Are you crying?
Are you crying again?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Miranda's very passionate about pumpkin patches.
So the pumpkin, like, how dare the people in the UK just live like that?
It just brings me back to when I was a child.
Where was that pumpkin place in like Winter Garden or Southern Hills Farm? All the girlies would go there in Orlando area to go, have their moment.
Their moment in the sun.
Okay, so I went with my coworkers, and so they brought their little Miranda. You look.
I'm
insane.
You guys,
just hide her from the chat.
I went with my coworkers, and so you gotta pose them to the pumpkins, right?
Wow, the bare fresh toes, right?
Fresh toes on the dirt. Yeah, it was fun. But look, you gotta have the vines. Obviously, these didn't grow there, but
you gotta have the hay. If you have no hay, what are we doing?
No hay, no way.
Exactly.
No way. Get some, literally just plop down some hay bales.
Literally.
Are we corn maze people? Do we like a corn? Have we ever done a corn maze? Casey probably has never done a corn maze.
No, there was a huge corn maze though that I wanted to go in, but I was too scared because it was so big.
I'm scared of corn mazes, for real.
I've done them. They're actually difficult.
Yeah.
Remember when we had to do that thing on Animal Crossing where we had to get them out of what was, I think, a corn maze?
That maze.
Yes. Like,
I don't like that. I'm not a big maze girl.
Let me show the girls what a real pumpkin patch looks like. Henny,
Show us.
show it to me, Rachel.
Give it to me, Rachel. Aww.
That's where the tractor drives by with those traffic.
With all
And
the
I'm sorry, you're not gonna beat the Midwestern, the American Midwestern sky, the like huge plains, right?
Yeah.
It goes on for miles. You
Miles.
can see punch clouds. Come on.
Come
Mhm.
on.
I'm not saying it's the most beautiful country on earth, but we've got some things going for it.
It was charming. It's charming. And yes, there was a
Mhm.
giraffe. They brought in a giraffe.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
what I will say is not
That's
usually.
where I question
Yeah.
the pumpkin patchness of it all. Is
Yeah.
They had like a little animal area, and I was like, I just
that,
need to
and
know
that's
where.
fine, but a giraffe.
But a
does not
giraffe.
make sense.
There was a
is
giraffe.
not.
There were camel riding.
That's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I just hope.
I
I hope all these animals are okay. Know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I don't think a giraffe
Um,
should be in Bolingbrook, Illinois, or Barrington,
So
Illinois.
we got a new provost at the university, and she had like a meet me for breakfast type deal. I didn't go. I think I was out that day for something. But my boss said, "Oh, you weren't there. They had a petting zoo at the breakfast." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "It was really weird because they were small animals, but it's like they had breakfast for everyone, and then they had like a lizard, a bunny, and like a little like maybe like a chinchilla or like porcupine or something, just like little things that you could
Huh.
pet." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Like I don't know. I don't know what the provost was doing, but
That's fascinating.
she's like, let's get a petting zoo for all
Huh.
of these staff members.
that's where you bring in dogs, provost.
dogs,
Like,
puppies.
Yeah, we
Yes.
bring in the therapy puppies.
Like
Yes.
therapy dogs.
We do some dog yoga, puppy yoga, like
Yeah.
uh-huh.
goat yoga,
Or even like a goat, you know?
yeah.
I want to
Bring in a
say
goat.
this. When I worked at Flight of Passage, there was an annual pass holder who would come in the evenings, not every day, but frequently.
Mhm.
Their service animal,
Was it a miniature horse?
it was a Shetland pony. And it was everyone's favorite part of the evening.
It was
because
full. It
everyone would
was
be like,
little,
"Oh,
like truly Lil Sebastian. Like you
Yes,
see,
Lil
it, you're like,
Sebastian.
That was my one thing working at the Performing Arts Center. Like we would do ADA training, and we were like ADA compliant animals, literally only dogs and miniature ponies.
Yes.
And I was
That's
like,
crazy.
that is
Yes.
literally the only two. And I was like, I will die if I would love to see a miniature.
Someone
pony
comes
come
in at the
here.
My Favorite Murder live show
Yeah, right,
with a little
miniature
murderino Shetland pony.
Probably would have My Favorite Murder merch on.
Merch,
you know?
a little
A
shirt,
little hat.
little hat.
The I Mom So Hard, like it would have like a little martini glass strapped to
Mhm.
its little. Oh,
I think that should be
man.
the group chat mascot, a little Shetland pony.
Little
Why?
Shetland pony.
Because every good brand has a mascot. Adam, you just complain about how
Ours
Cumble
is,
doesn't have
ours
one.
is
Yeah.
Friedrich and Cupcake and Winnie all
Well, yeah.
together.
And Winnie, all three.
Wow. All three of them.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Mhm.
Great.
Adam, anything new with you?
Nope. We watched Wonka for Showgaze, and I'm going to tell you guys, it's good.
Really?
Yes,
It's really
Miranda,
good.
it was
Miranda,
crazy.
you would
Really?
You would
really like it.
it was so crazy. We were like, damn it.
It's really good.
For real?
Yes.
Where do I watch it?
You have to rent
You have
Max?
to rent
Yeah.
her. She might be
Oh,
on
it's
Max.
off of Max now?
I don't
She was
know.
on
She might be-
Max.
Okay.
We don't have Max. We don't participate in
Oh.
that.
I participate in the Max.
I participate in all of them in some way or another.
And then tonight we're
I've
gonna
got a
watch.
password. one
Tonight
way
we're
or
watching the last episode of English Teacher because the series or the season's done, and then I'm canceling that Hulu account because I don't need her anymore.
You don't need
Wait,
her.
why?
I've become because the season's over.
Oh,
She's
you
on
only
Max.
Watch that,
Miranda.
Oh, okay, great. You only watch that on Hulu. You don't watch anything else.
Yeah,
No.
he doesn't watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on
Yeah, I
Hulu.
don't.
You don't
unfortunately.
watch Mothers?
Oh no,
do.
we're
I
so
do.
behind.
Okay.
I think we would have to like go back to season 2.
We finished season 2.
We did.
Yeah. So we never. I think
Who
we watched
was
the first.
Who
episode
was
of
the
season-
murderer? What was the murder? I don't think we finished it.
Well, they never really
Okay.
said. It just keeps going.
But Bunny dies in season 1, right? At the end of season 1, it's the bunny.
These are spoilers, everybody.
So yeah,
For a show that started 4
Spoilers,
years ago.
but-
Let's
but-
calm
Okay,
down.
okay.
yeah,
so yeah, maybe,
but
we
not
did
for
finish it.
I don't
not
think
for
we
any of the
finished season
recent
2.
stuff.
Yeah, I guess we never finished season 2.
Yeah.
No, but season 2 had Chloe Sevigny. No, not Chloe.
Cara Delevingne.
Carrie Ann and Abba.
Carrie Ann and
Delevingne.
Abba.
We
Cara
finished
Delevingne.
that.
I don't think we finished it though,
You
Season
never got
3
to
was Paul
Meryl?
Rudd.
because that was when
never got
Selena and Kara made out.
Selena.
Oh yeah, we never finished.
I think that was like the second episode.
No, we never got to the Paul or the Meryl.
Mm.
Never saw Meryl. I don't even know who she is.
Oh,
So like a new
Meryl
new
Streep?
cast member.
I've never heard of her.
the name of my
Ariana SNL.
listen.
She's one of the greats. I don't know what to
She's
tell
one of the
you.
greats.
She's
very
funny.
good at what
She's
she
very
does.
good at sketch.
I'm sorry, she came in and she out Jennifer Coolidge, the Jennifer Coolidge impersonator of Saturday Night Live,
Honestly, embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
How much better she was at it.
than Chloe.
And I
Yes.
feel like Chloe like knew. You could like
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
tell like halfway through the skit that she was like,
Oh
But-
damn.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
this very
I mean,
well.
Ariana's impression brought Jennifer Coolidge back to the culture. That's how
Yeah.
she got like a resurgence again. So like,
She is so
oh
good.
wow.
She's so funny. She is so good.
I
at
mean,
sketch.
she came from
came
Nickelodeon
from-
shows,
Honey,
so
she
She came from
girl.
the
She's a
hard
comedy
knocks.
we
girl.
of
all know. We
Nickelodeon.
saw the documentary. We know.
we saw the doc.
The hard knocks of Nickelodeon Studios.
Mm-hmm.
There's an animal called fish.
I will say, Ariana, I think she's gonna be great in Wicked. This is a hot take right off the
No,
press.
I've never heard that, but
I've never.
What makes you
think?
Do you think? Here's the real question, Miranda. And Casey, if you need to use the restroom, feel free.
No, Casey's in
Yeah,
on
you
Wicked.
could.
Casey's in on it. She's asking for Stanley.
Casey's
She's
on
in on.
Wicked Stanley.
Yes, she is in it, honey.
That's just the thrill of the hunt.
I'm on my phone right now. I need to reorder my. That just reminded me. I need to reorder my Glinda doll.
Honey,
'Cause-
Oh,
there
honey.
has
Linda
not been
Ari
some
doll?
confusion over rooming here.
Yeah,
at
the
Liz,
the
okay,
Ari
girl.
the Ari Glinda doll.
Are they both getting nominated for
N-
best lead
no,
actress in a
they-
musical or
we'll
comedy
get to
at
voting.
the Golden Globes?
But you know about the
Gigi.
Oscars, right?
They're running them separately in the Oscars, which is smart.
I feel like they would also run them separately for a Golden Globe.
I don't know if they run. I don't know how the
But
Globes
that's
work.
the
If
thing.
they
Supporting is just one supporting performance, and it's both comedy and drama. I think, or it's like almost.
I think they would run them as lead for Golden Globe. Well, unless they feel like it's going to be
A drama.
an obvious category fraud, then for the Oscars. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's a
Because
great
because
question.
the best actor actress gets separated, so there's 10 nominees total from both
Mhm.
right.
men and women, whereas supporting is just supporting performance. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
I think they would be
never
both.
Realize that.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah,
Oh, I thought they
yeah.
were
That's
all
what I was trying to
separated.
say. I think it's gold. I think they're gonna do both leading for Golden Globe. That's my feeling. Because who else is gonna be in
Who
musical
else?
comedy? Lady Gaga, Folie à Deux.
No, that's not happening. That was Flop City.
Oh, I saw that.
What'd you think?
But you
Big fan?
You know what? I would see that again before I saw The Substance again. I'll tell you that much.
Casey, I don't know. People love this. People are talking about The Substance. People
Of course,
love
we're talking
The
about
Substance.
substance because it's crazy. Mary Kate said one of her friends went to see it and someone fully had a seizure during it, and they had to stop the movie. I saw someone posted a thread today.
That might be
and
just
it
an
was like,
epileptic person. That wants
Yeah,
to see the film.
no, it was.
Are they
it's
suing
intense.
the film?
But I also saw a post today, and someone had said, I went to the movies, and there was me and one other person in the theater, and they ordered a burger. By the second act, I looked, and they were gone. You can't eat during that movie.
You can't eat
You
during
can't
that
eat
movie.
meat during that movie.
I didn't ask you this though. Is Demi good in it? Demi?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course she is.
Yes, she always
Of
turns
course
it
she
in.
is.
Yeah.
Her and what's her name, Margaret Qualley. I mean, they're
Margaret
great
Qualley.
in it.
Yeah.
I know her from my TikTok show, The Maid. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you're watching on TikTok.
I've watched The Maid.
See,
on
at least
TikTok.
you're watching real shows. Adam
Thank you.
keeps getting sucked into these like alpha
Wait,
omega stories on TikTok or like these soap operas about like the hockey player that
Okay,
they used
here's
to
the tea.
and
I
it's like,
was
Adam, this is a
watching-
long ad. You're
It's
watching
a long ad, but
ad.
it's entertainment. What am I supposed to say? We watched an entire documentary about the Disney Channel jingle channel, whatever. So this is all art when you really look at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I watched an ad
An ad
the other day.
It was like what 6 minutes,
and they always choose. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? Where it'll be like it's for an app that does like shows, but they're like bad.
I don't know if I'm
Huh?
on this, and that's very fascinating.
An
I'm gonna
app that just
if I
shows-
send one to you, the problem is it's gonna be your entire feed then, and
And
I do
honestly,
Can you
apologize.
spell
No,
it out
that's
to
fine.
us?
I don't know.
I think we've texted it
Oh.
over once.
Anyway, I'm gonna say what so it starts with a girl on top of a man in bed, right? So they hook you in. They got hook your claws right in, right?
No, this
Gotcha.
has never come across.
The
before.
another girl comes into the room. You find out it's her husband having an affair.
Oh.
And then he says, like, I want a divorce or whatever. Fine. Next scene, and these
Is
are
this
all
animated?
no, these are live
Live
action
actors.
people who are
Oh.
worse actors than like soap opera actors. And I have the utmost respect for soap opera actors. I do need to make that clear.
They
for all the
work
soap
very
actors
hard.
that listen to this podcast.
For all the soap actors that listen to the podcast,
Yes.
hi,
For Lisa,
Kelly Ripa.
yeah, hi Kelly, hi Lisa Rinna.
Yeah.
Hi.
So the next
Hi,
scene
Susan Lucci.
is this
Yes,
the same girl. She goes to her OB and she's like, let's do it. I'm gonna be a mother on my own. I'm gonna we're at the sperm bank. I'm doing it. Okay. The next scene, this is again an ad. Okay. The next scene is the ultrasound and the doctor goes, well, your baby looks healthy, but it's a lot bigger than it should be at this point in the gestation process. And she's like, doctor, what do you mean? And then a man bursts into the room and he said, you're going to have my pup. Pup, he says. And they're like, what? What's happening? You find out that this man is a werewolf. And they have mistakenly injected his werewolf sperm inside of her and gotten her pregnant.
Maria's
At
like,
no
I need.
point did I know where that was going.
And then she's like, I will not. He's like, I have to take care of you. And she was like, I am doing this. Like, she's like, I'm a strong, independent woman who's gonna have this werewolf baby. I can do this on my own. He's like, no, you have to. This was your. He was like, because it's enemies to lovers. It's a romance. It's always a romance, by the way. It's like a Hallmark movie.
Sure.
He's like,
A TikTok.
you did this just so because you know that if an alpha mother has to like be taken care of, and you know that I'm a billionaire. And the men are always billionaires, by the way. This is a very
Always.
common
Uh-huh.
running theme in this.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire. She's like, no, she throws him out of the room. At no point, by the way, is she like, let's just do an abortion. You know what I mean? Like that's not discussed as an option here. It's either like have
Well,
the
she
baby
lives in
and
Texas, so
but she's like, the doctor's like, I'm just worried that it's gonna be damaging to you because like it's a
It's a
werewolf, right? So anyway, that's when I was like, I had watched approximately probably 3 minutes of the show at that point in one ad on TikTok, and I was like, well, I'm gonna keep scrolling because RJ yelled at me.
Yes,
but I get them frequently.
Yes, because you let 3 minutes
because you
play.
keep watching them.
You keep watching them.
It's just. I would never get the app because I enjoy the ads so much of like the insanity of it that I'm like, wow.
You get why I would never actually watch the show. I enjoy watching the segments on TikTok.
What? No. Wait, what shows are you talking about?
Like actual TV shows,
like actual
prestige television dramas?
No, like The Maid starring the Substance Girlie, or
that people just upload in parts.
That one with Jennifer Goodwin. No, Adam, you missed my story. That's not what they do anymore.
Well,
we've moved on. Instead of somebody in the corner pointing to the segment, they will now show the entirety of the clip. And then at the end, they play some like beatbox music with clips of the characters from the show. So the example that I showed on our Close Friends Instagram story was a Schitt's Creek scene. And at the end, there was a beatbox song, and it would show like Dan, and it would show like all the different characters. Moira, Alexis, just like boom, boom,
like a little fan edit,
like a little slow-mo,
little fan edit,
fan edit at the end. That's the new thing that we've moved on to.
I'm currently scrolling through my TikTok trying to see if I get any.
You didn't save any of them?
No.
I would sometimes get the ads for like those stories, but they were all animated. There weren't there weren't like actual humans. It was all animated, and it's like these like real romance, like the app would be called like Real Romance Stories or something.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's all about like dominatrixy, Wolfman, Dom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, is it about time for us to go off?
Yeah, shall we?
We're 47 in.
47's a good run. Okay, it's time to go off the segment of the show where we go off about something.
I don't like this.
About something.
About something.
Y'all got something to go off about?
Y'all got something to go off about? Hold on, let me write my little timestamp. It was around 47. 19, 18.
Perfect.
I've got one.
Okay, Casey, it's time to go off.
Okay, why is it that going to a car wash to wash your car, if you go to one that you have to drive through, you feel like you never get your car clean enough, but the places where you can clean the car yourself are the sketchiest places in the world. Mm-hmm. Like half the time you're like, is this actually a working location or has it been taken over by people? Like it's like the ones in Austin, it's like this is either the most expensive, nicest car wash that you have to drive through and then you still have bugs on your car, or you drive in, you've got to have quarters. Mm-hmm. They are not taking any cards. And you could actually spray clean your car, but you would be worried about someone coming up behind you and attacking you. Like, there needs to be a better way to wash the cars. There needs to be a, like, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to pay $14 to run through this thing and then have where they towel dry you, because then it's like, do I pay you? Do I give you a tip for towel drying me? And my car is filthy right now. She's filthy. She's got Oklahoma bugs all over her.
Oh, not the Oklahoma
and even
bugs.
Joe was like, you should probably wash this. I'm like, I don't want to go to the car wash because I don't feel like going through the car wash is going to wash it all the way. And I'm too scared to go to the regular car wash. So why?
I will say here, we have a little local joint where it's cash only and it's guys. You just drive in your car.
You get out. There's a waiting room.
There's a waiting room. And they do the whole thing for you. And then they're
inside, outside.
And then they
$20.
$20.
How long?
That's worth it.
It depends on the amount of cars. Last time I was there a few weeks ago, it was like 20 minutes.
Oh, see,
because there was
Oh,
like
that's not
like
bad.
a few cars behind.
Oh, I have no
It's right.
patience.
Miranda,
also-
think of all the
You on a
TikToks you could watch
drive-thru.
in 20 minutes
Yeah.
while you're in the waiting room.
Imagine
No,
all the
it's not-
romance.
It's not
TikTok.
long enough. I'd have to. 20 minutes is not enough time to scroll on TikTok. I need at least like an hour.
How long?
That's
do you poop?
crazy.
Yeah, I need
That's
an hour to scroll on TikTok.
I sent. Well, luckily for you, I just sent you the ad that I was just talking
Okay,
about.
when I get into
perfect.
my hour-long scroll starting about 9:15,
Uh-huh.
I will.
I like
That'll
to keep
kick
you
it off.
posted.
You know.
Yeah.
and then you'll only get those ads from that.
I don't. Shocker. Take my car through the car wash. But I think it's because growing up, I also never
because
did
your
it.
husband does it. Is that why?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and-
Pumps my gas for me because ew, gross. If I have to pump my own gas, I will I'll cry.
Oh
I
my
hate
god.
I hate it. It's so nasty. I have to like get out my wet wipe and like hold the.
Oh, the
Oh
hand.
my
and then,
God.
Like, it accidentally like drips on maybe like your shoe or your pant or whatever. Like it's awful. And then like, what if your car
How?
explodes?
How does it drip on you?
I don't like. if you
Sometimes it
take it out, it
drips.
drips
How?
when
You
take
gotta
it out of
shake
the
it off.
car.
You gotta do 2-3 shakes when you're in
Okay,
there.
you're just playing with
So that you
it, RJ. Like, stop.
More than 3 shakes and you're playing
But-
with it.
I think it's because when I was growing, like I never took my car to a car wash growing up either. I was and my dad didn't either. Like we would be like soap and bucket in the driveway.
At home.
At
in the
home.
driveway.
And so like even to this day, I'm like, if my car needs washed and Jace is gone, I'm like, I may just put a little bucket of soap and water
You
out.
absolutely have never done that. You
Yes, I
have never once have you gotten and been like, I'm going to
Once.
put my handkerchief up my hair. I'm going to put my
Yes.
Daisy Dukes on. I'm going to claw all over this car. honey."
Yes.
That's
Working
really
at
cute.
the car wash.
Yeah,
Gosh,
no.
yeah.
I'm like Adam Sandler washing my car in the driveway. Like it's
I
very
bust
much
the windows at your
that's
car.
It's very much that aesthetic. Anyway, but yeah,
Well, when I think of pumping gas, I only think of the Zoolander scene where all their friends are like having a gas fight.
Am I the only person that likes the smell of gas?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I think it's more common, but of this pod, yes, I'm the only one.
I don't know if
I like it in the winter. The smell of gas in the winter reminds me of like when you start the car to warm it up, and you leave it in the garage while you're
our
getting
kitchen
ready.
smells
Is
like
your
gas.
garage
I feel
open
like we have a leak.
when you're
Yes,
when you're
of course,
going through your-
girl.
I'm just making sure.
No, I'm actually dead.
Just making sure. I'll go.
Oh, spooky.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Miranda, it's time to go off.
Okay, I know as typical native Disney World people, we're always like, Disneyland is so much better. Why is Disneyland so much better? They're doing all these things that they're
Mhm.
better.
Mhm.
Here is where they are not. Because, babe, it is October 15th and they have snow on Sleeping Beauty Castle. It takes them overnight to put snow on Sleeping Beauty Castle, and they choose to do so October 14th. They did this yesterday.
That's
This
crazy.
is the earliest that they have ever put the snow on the castle.
Are people
They
mad
don't
about it?
even they don't even start celebrating the holidays until November 16th.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks through.
It's it's mid-November that Disneyland celebrates. Like, I do not understand. Juliet and Derek Huff they're booked and blessed on Dancing with the Stars. So there's no filming that you need with them until the holiday season. I just cannot believe that they're doing that. Also, right after the week, everybody's pissed off that they raised Magic Key prices. Like, people are just getting more and more upset. But don't worry, they announced the return of the Paint the Night parade to soften the blow. When is that coming? Probably not for another year for their 70th anniversary. But they wanted to be like, hey,
Let you know.
just ignore the Magic Key price hikes. But here, remember, we're bringing this parade back for you. Isn't that worth your pennies? Like,
Didn't they just announce something that was like supposed to happen this year and is now next year?
at Disneyland?
I think Or maybe it was Disney World. I don't remember.
I mean, yes,
I believe our own Scott Gustin
the
sent it
new
in our
Little
group
Mermaid
chat.
show was supposed to open.
Yeah, it was what it was.
in the fall, and then they changed it to 2020.
Next summer.
Well, obviously, because there's been no word of it at all coming up back to Hollywood Studios. So obviously, it's not going to be the fall.
I can't believe that show has been closed for. It will be 5 years.
I cannot
But that
believe
show's
they're
been closed.
reopening that show.
I also
Why
can't
have
believe
not they burned that place down and started?
How many bed bugs are in those seats? That's the question.
Yeah.
Are they keeping Ariel's rock? Is it going to be a different rock? Is the fin the same? Like, I have so many questions.
Are there just no puppeteers anymore? Because they're like, it's too expensive.
Okay, and if not, where is the max?
Is it just a movie now?
Yeah.
Is it just a movie and then you get one part of your world?
You get Ariel come out.
and then you get
and then
the Ursula.
And you get Eric come out.
Who sings? Yes, the Eric, of course. But I think we do need the Max puppet. I think that's definitely something. Or it's a human, no?
It's a human in a suit.
human,
Yes.
A human.
No, that's a dog, Miranda.
Oh, excuse
Max
me.
is a dog.
I'm so sorry.
I knew a friend of Max.
You did.
Have you been with a friend?
They
of
were
Max?
also they were a friend.
Oh, we've been with a friend of Max, I see.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. Oh, yeah. And other things. I'm trying to think of what else they announced. Oh, the beginning closures of Dino Land, just Triceratops Spin, and.
Wait, so Santa Claus is meeting in Restaurantosaurus?
Yes. And he's not wearing like.
And they're like calling it like the 75th like Dino Institute holiday party. Like they're making it a thing.
It's so.
I'm like, what are we doing? Truly,
Why are we wasting
Why are we
story on this?
Focus on this land that you are literally closing?
Santa's never met at Animal Kingdom? I guess not.
I don't believe that. I feel like he did at one point.
I'm trying to think of like where he would have met though. Is it like in one of those like random buildings that were like by the river?
Well, I guess Santa would always go through he lately post-COVID did the little boats.
He was on the boat.
He was famously on the boat. He's a boater.
It's crazy that they
He's
would
a pontoon owner, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
They put Santa in Restaurantosaurus but they won't bring back flickin' Ada.
It's disgusting.
We should sign a petition.
I should have signed that petition years ago.
Yeah.
You still can.
You still can.
There's still time. Anyway.
Well, that was fun. Thanks, Miranda. I'll go next.
That was fun.
Update.
Go ahead, Adam. Go off, Adam.
Okay, I'm going to say, I'm going to tell the girls something as people who don't engage with K-pop in any way whatsoever to gauge their reaction of how stupid this thing that I'm going to say is.
Great.
10 months ago, a member of a boy group in a K-pop band called Rise, where there were leaked photos of him before his debut, where he had a girlfriend. There was another photo of a leaked photo of him with a cigarette. Okay?
Okay.
Due to this, there was such an outrage, using that in quotes, that they suspended his activities with the group for 10 months. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Last Thursday, there was a post that said, this member is back in the group. He has thought about his actions. He's very sorry for doing what he did, which was, again, just having had a girlfriend at one point in his life.
Before he became anything. Before he even pursued it.
And thank you, blah, blah, blah. He released an apology letter thanking the fans for like letting him come back.
Mm-hmm.
There were immediate protests because of this, because he shouldn't be allowed to come back.
No.
People sent funeral wreaths to the entertainment company in protest to bully him. Then, 2 days after he was admitted, they released another statement that said he has realized how deep his actions have affected the fandom and is permanently leaving the group. Does any of this make sense? I just want to check.
So
I
are
mean,
they
I
not
think
allowed to
if
have
they were
girlfriends?
like a Christian,
No.
No.
like some sort of
Yeah.
high morals.
Are
Nope.
there rules against, or it's just
cigarettes?
The
explain the
cigarette one, I would say no, because smoking is hugely popular in Korea.
right?
Yeah.
I would say it is more of the fact that there is a minority, but a very vocal and a very
Wealthy.
not even wealthy necessarily, but they spend a lot of money, who are extremely toxic to the point that they feel that they have possession over these members in groups.
Yeah.
So
That's
then
disgusting.
the entertainment companies will bend to their will.
Yeah. That's sad.
That's really sad. Just awful.
It's crazy. He had trained to be in a group since he was like 12 years old. So like 7 years of his life are just like wasted, basically.
And like
Anyway.
no other group members are speaking out to like.
Well, one did, and what's like
before he was like before he permanently left the group.
the time that the 4 days that he was in it,
Yeah.
he came back. He like wrote a thing that was like, we've really, all of us have thought about this, and we want to do this like
all together, all 7
together.
of us.
And then while they were while the rest of the group were traveling back
on a plane from Madrid to Korea
was when they dropped the news.
They dropped the news that he was out of the group, and they deleted that other member's post.
And so there are these pictures. It's so sad. There's these pictures and videos of when they finally arrive, obviously because they're waiting to hear like what they're reacting, and they're just like,
they're like all like somber as they walk through the airport
because they had like no idea that it happened until they landed.
So shitty.
It's
girl, it's crazy. It's something that is so like as like it's such a different culture. And I don't even mean like I just mean like specific K-pop fandom culture is so outside of what is normally going on that like telling anybody who is not into K-pop is like, they're like, what are you talking about? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
But also, I mean, it's a lot of like the global fans are like, Diva, we didn't care if he did that or not.
It's even crazier too, because it's not, I mean, I still would think even if he had a current girlfriend, it would be crazy. But it's even crazier because it was before he was even in the group. Like it was like in the pre times.
And someone like,
and yet here we are in the United States amidst a major election.
Oh, is there?
Just whoever can run for president.
This energy over here, like
Can we just do what's the midpoint? What's the in between?
Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy. I feel bad. I feel bad.
Poor boy.
Yeah.
RJ, do you have a go off?
I mean, that was kind of my go off too.
Was it? It was what you were gonna say?
Yeah, I didn't want to like expend any more energy because it's just really sad. And a lot of people are like, well, I still like the music, or like I still want to support, but also like how do you support?
That's so hard.
So right now everyone's kind of just like taking a break. Like let's just not.
Yikes.
Yeah. I don't really have a go off this week. I've been I will go on about roasted sweet corn, mama. She's the moment.
Tell me.
Bitch.
What are you putting in roasted sweet corn? What are you putting her in?
The diva. So they're just right from the smoke. Well, not even smoke. Like right from the grill, right? That's just a huge line. And I go up and I get a $4 corn on the cob. And I was like, worth it. And then she goes, butter? And I was like, yes. And she pulls out a squeegee. And it's just clarified butter all over that bitch. And I was like, thank you so much. It was the most tender corn that I've ever had. Oh my God. Because they shuck it and then but they still grill it with the husk.
You should get some sweet corn and like even stovetop, like grilling it, and then put it in like your salads. The fall harvest salad.
Ooh, fall harvest. I love a corn with a little like. I mean,
honestly, even Trader Joe's does like their roasted corn in like their freezer bags.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good on stovetop, if you ask
I
me.
used to make. There was a Bon Appetit like roasted a grilled corn salad with like shallots and like a feta, but you would use like queso blanco and then like jalapenos in it. Oof, so good. I love a corn salad.
I love a corn
salsa. Mm.
Oh, the Trader Joe's one.
The Trader Joe's corn
Stock
salsa.
in it.
But yeah,
Man,
roasted
oh
sweet
man.
corn, mama.
That's where it's at.
It's where it's at.
Miranda, do you still use your creamy?
I
Miranda, Adam almost came in this house with a cream. He was ready to impulse buy
Because
that
it was
bitch.
on sale for Prime Day. It was like $160.
I feel like I paid less. I feel like there was a sale at Walmart for like $130 one time, and that's
And
when
he
we-
was dragging
we
me
pulled the
about
trigger.
wanting a creamy.
We do still use the creamy. It is still one of my favorite.
Have you seen the
appliances.
other one? The other ninja one that like the girlies are talking about on TikTok?
No, what does she do?
The slushy
What does
one.
she do?
No,
What does she
she's
do?
a portable air fryer. And by that I mean
What do you
ostensibly
mean?
anything is the portable air fryer if you just carry it around. But
Yes.
but this wait, I can't hold on, RJ. Do a
So-
TikTok.
What do you like? How do you?
It's Ninja.
I have so many questions.
It's this one. It's the crisp Ninja Crispy. Just
But-
TikTok Ninja Crispy.
But my question is, why would I? Where would I?
Yeah.
Why would I need a portable air fryer? Where am I going with that?
It's
Where am I
you
going?
don't. You live in a big,
Yeah, is this,
big
and
old
this
fucking
was
house.
this one of those things where it's just
But we're
getting
like,
they just
oh, you
selling it
just
on
mean the-
TikTok Shop.
You just mean
I
like,
would
because
say
it's
it's
a
great
smaller
if you
place?
have it's smaller. You can also take it to work. You could air fry stuff right at your desk.
Oh
if you
yeah, I'm gonna
wanted
take
to.
my air fryer to work.
You put it right next to your ice machine.
It's basically like a
my little
turbo
ice
machine. We used to have one at home, like a little turbo machine. Yeah,
Not
the
she
steak.
air frying a raw steak.
Yeah.
You've seen
So
this
it
video,
like
Adam?
yes. So it comes with
Yeah, it's like a
two
turbo.
yeah,
That's
and then
what-
you just snap it
I
on top.
I don't know. This looks like it takes just as much counter space as
regular air fryer.
a regular air fryer.
I did
But
buy
then
it.
this is your Tupperware. Look at that. Then you just pop that in
Okay,
the freeze.
I do like
Okay,
that.
okay, I do
That's
like that.
nice.
Cooking, yeah, I do like that.
Even though this is branded content, this came in clutch when our power was out from the hurricane.
Okay, girl.
Okay,
How?
Wait, don't you still have to plug it in?
Yeah, you still have to plug it in unless she means a
she's a
generator.
bad
But
generator. Okay, this was the one.
oh, because I guess if but any okay. Anyway,
So
It
this
doesn't
could
look.
be
Oh,
this could be you, Casey.
this could be you,
This
Casey.
looks smaller.
This could
Look
be
at
me
or
at
this
my
man
desk.
has very large hands.
I think there's two sizes of the crispy.
This
There's
is like small. This is yeah.
yeah,
Like, I want to know how loud this little thing is.
yeah.
Ah!
And like
He's making
Oh.
croissants. He made croissant. He made crescent
No.
rolls.
No,
I share an
Press rolls at
office
the
with someone.
office.
I'm not whipping out the crispy.
It's time. It's
No, not
time
This
to
man
do.
has tongs in his cubicle.
Here's what you do,
he's
Casey.
So for real.
You bring your Ninja Crispy to work. You bring your
Mhm.
two planks of salmon. You plop it down in an
Uh-oh.
office. People love heated salmon. The
I
smell
love
of it.
heated
I was
fish.
the heated salmon girly when I worked in an office. I hate myself for it, but you
Miranda.
know, that's as somebody who doesn't eat meat. Like I don't.
I
have
do
oh,
think
this
it would be-
diva, I like this dude.
Oh, I like her.
Oh, I like.
I do
this
think it would
diva.
be. You know what? This would be great though in like a dorm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This
Yeah.
is great for dorm life. So any
Uh-huh.
dormers that you know?
Dormers.
RJ, you need to start doing your clips like this lady.
I
for
know. She's like,
RJ Food
"Honey,
Rocks.
you gotta do this, honey.
Bitch.
She's like,
Bet.
Look at her. You put that phone in the fridge to get those fridge shots.
I know.
Uh huh.
Wow.
That's the
Maybe
part
she-
every time I watch TikToks. Because I always go back and forth. Like, do I want to make more? Do I not? And then I think about like, yeah, like this person is like, ha, 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 and then putting the phone.
I
in the-
know. Like the people
Chris
filming
Murray.
their like morning in the life, and I was
Yes.
like,
oh my god! When they
I
get out of
themselves-
bed,
oh my god, I was like, you guys, you're so unserious.
This is theater, girl.
This
It's
is
like
Yeah.
theater. The girlies the Disney influencers who will leave their phone and walk through Animal Kingdom and then have to run back to go get the phone. I'm like, I hope your phone gets stolen.
I hope someone kicks it.
I hope
I
it
just
falls
watched-
into a river.
I watched this girl, and it probably was fake, but I watched this girl do a fit check on a subway platform. The train rolls up while she's doing her fit check,
And it falls.
and she gets onto the train. You see her in the car, and then she's like looking through her purse, and she's like, "Where's my phone?" She looks up, the doors close, and she's like, "No!" and then like pulls away.
Art.
Now, is her friend probably right next to the phone and then picks it up immediately? I'm sure.
And he's like,
But
"Hey,
it
I'll
was
see you at the next
listen, it was
stop."
great.
That's very funny.
You were gagged by the girls.
Dogged.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what appliances we have next. But I did buy the like $40 air fryer at Costco this weekend because I
Yeah.
was like, I just need it.
That's what I think most air
I
fryers
just
are
need
like
it.
50
I just
I
need
gotta
it.
have it.
I gotta have it. Do you need it? Do you
Gotta
want it? Or you gotta have it? Cold Stone, Casey. That's a creep.
Oh,
That's
Cold
a creep.
Stone.
that's a,
creep.
do they still do the
Not till the
the
spring.
birthday cake, the
Birthday cake remix,
birthday
honey.
cake remix.
And
That was
someone,
my
and
shit in
someone-
high school.
each of us has to go. You have to go and tell them it's your birthday, so then they sing you a song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Casey's
Oh.
birthday's coming up. Could do it. Could do it.
We're
for
not
real.
doing it for.
on Casey
I'm not
Way.
doing crumble followed by
Yeah.
Cold Stone. That's crazy.
No, I need to go to fucking Longhorn, bitch.
After
Hey,
crumble.
there's a Longhorn with bad reviews right by us.
Oh, there you go.
That sounds like a real
Wow.
cream puff episode. I'll say that.
Epi.
And if you're curious what the hell we're talking about, that's in our close friends. You get 3 bonus episodes a month, and one of them could be a cream puff episode. This month is a historic.
RJ, where do I go for close friends?
Patreon.com/Did You Read the Group Chat. This month is historic because Miranda joins her first and last
My
cream
first
puff.
and last cream puff. I was forced to go to a chain and buy some things. And
Yeah.
You'll have to find
And
out if
because
I like
it's
By
the
the
only
way, this is
time
the
that-
woman who the first 20 minutes were
Like,
about
I
her
went
going
to
to
Target.
Target and the amount of Targets she went to.
That was for the group chat. And
It's
I
a-
also
oh,
these
It's
are
a
business
tax
Yeah,
write-off.
these are business
That's a tax-
expenses, girl.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
that's
we're
my
send-
part-time gig, man.
Yeah, send your receipts to
Send your receipts to me.
Yeah.
to Casey, please, when she cashes out.
Yep.
All
I'll do
right,
that
well-
right when I send my Venmo request from 7 months ago.
Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week. And don't forget to read the group chat.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Instagram at Did You Read the Pod and TikTok at Did You Read the Group Chat. You can also join the group chat on Facebook and the Discord server. Links on the episode details. The best way to support the show is by sharing the podcast to your friends and by leaving ratings and reviews. You can leave a 5-star rating on Spotify and a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and we'll read them on the show. Our theme, KK Cruisin' Lo-Fi, is by Closed on Sunday. Find their music on Spotify and YouTube as Closed on Sunday. See you next time, besties, and don't forget to read the group chat.